All right, we're starting with the cover, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think last time I had made a remark on how this art just kind of looks a little weird. Not a huge fan of it. Everything seems a little off. I don't know. I think also as well, this background looks like a photograph, maybe? Hard to tell if the resolution's been scanned. I'm sure the resolution it was printed at wasn't amazing either, but this looks like a photograph and then these guys are just like placed on top. It's kind of a weird cover. It's not one of my favorites, that's for sure. The Powerful Connection, Captain Nintendo. A new 900 number. Call it for the latest news, strategies, and tips of the week. 24 hours a day. I wonder how they ran that 24 hours a day. The message runs about 2 minutes. Okay, so this was just like a... There wasn't actually someone on the line there. It was just a recorded message. The message runs about 2 minutes and changes every Sunday morning. A call is $1.50 for 2 minutes. Jesus Christ. 2 minutes ain't shit, man. Remember to get your permission for the call from whoever pays the bill. Yeah, don't run your parents' credit card up for 2 minutes of content. Yeah, I really need to like read ahead before I ask these questions because I was like, there's no way they paid people around the clock to be running this. But no, it's an automated message. TMNT. Oh yeah, we got the Nestor Awards. I forgot about that. The votes are in. Bayou Billy, Cobra Triangle. Man, not a lot in here that is really too interesting. Ninja Gaiden and TMNT are obviously pretty good, but whole middle section just seems kind of filler. Like Bayou Billy, Cobra Triangle, and Life Force. Oh shit, we got Mega Man 2 and Faxanadu. Uncle Fester's Quest. Clash at Demon Head. Dragon. Damn, we got some good previews here. Fester's Quest aside. Faxanadu's supposed to be pretty good. Clash at Demon Head and Dragon Warrior are interesting. Obviously Mega Man 2. Pretty interested to read about that. Alrighty. The mailbox. Let's see if anything catches our eye here. 4 of us got together and made a magazine called Nintendo News for a school project. We thought NES fans would enjoy the following recipe that we included. Mike Tyson's Punch. I think this was featured in the AVGN episode about Nintendo Power. So this is Kool-Aid, ginger ale, and then also frozen strawberries. That's probably pretty good, actually. Delicious, guys. Have an adult supervise in the kitchen if you've never tried your hand at putting a recipe together before. Very, very clearly geared towards children. I mean, this is fucking Kool-Aid. This isn't like you're using the oven. You're not going to burn the kitchen down. The worst you're going to do is make a sticky mess, which would be a pain in the ass, but I don't know. I feel like maybe a warning like that is really only necessary if you're using like an appliance. I made a wrap for you. Oh, this is literally, I'm pretty sure AVGN went over the same thing. Yeah. It's Legend of Zelda and it's really bad. This is just stolen from the commercial too, isn't it? Partially. Paul's voice jumps super high, but if you watch your speed, you will not die. Wizarobs move fast, I agree, but if you get touched, you'll lose a heart of energy. Weak flow, man. Weak fucking flow. Totally deaf rap, Andrew. You just include a photograph of himself for reasons unknown. The graphics in Super Mario Bros. 2 are some of the best. Glad you enjoyed Super Mario Bros. 2. In fact, we are in fact producing Super Mario Bros. 3 for Nintendo's PlayChoice 10 system late this summer. This time there are no immediate plans to release it for use with the NES. Yeah, imagine that. Like, imagine a fucking world where Mario 3 doesn't come to NES, but it's just a PlayChoice exclusive. Fat fucking chance. Metal Gear is the best. It has realistic graphics and is very challenging. The Bomb Blast suit. Jesus. Obnoxious song here. Okay, it gets a little bit better. That opening was just a little annoying there. Alright, what do we... Okay, this person likes Metal Gear. Watch for an enemy pass by. What do an expert golfer and Double Dragon have in common? They both have low pars. Alright. Compliments galore. I'm a regular caller to your game counselors. Ah, that's how you get your letter printed there. As we've said, if you want to get your letter printed, just shill as hard as possible. I'm very impressed with how they treat callers. In over a year of seeking assistance, I've always found them to be friendly, knowledgeable, professional, kind, and very patient. Yeah, they're patient because you're paying by the fucking minute, dude. I'd listen to any kid ramble about their problem with a video game. Rack up that credit card bill there. Rack up the phone bill, I mean. Credit card would be like if you were ordering something over the phone. This, I think they directly just... It went on your phone bill itself. Back in the day, things were a little bit different there. Fantastic NES artist. What do we got here? I'm a beginning cartoonist and a commercial artist who loves Nintendo games. I've even started my own series of comic books, of which Nintendo has been a valuable source of inspiration. To show my gratitude, I've drawn some Legend of Zelda characters. Not bad, Matt. I just purchased the most thrilling game ever, Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link. Still very impressive graphics. And there's a Retro Mags watermark there. Thank you, Andrew. Alright. A lot of little throwaway letters. They're just like, I played Zelda. Cool. You and many others have. Some of my friends subscribed to Nintendo Power before the September-October issues came out, and they got a calendar. Since I subscribed in last December, I didn't get a calendar. I was wondering if I could buy one now. Sorry, Wesley. Calendars were only offered to those who were early subscribers to Nintendo Power. Fucking owned. Bro, this is some... What is this? This box on the second page. This is like just barely readable. That's gross. Ever since they were mentioned in Packwatch a few months ago, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been a hot topic of conversation among NES players. Previewed the game in our last issue. Now we'll give you an in-depth look at the first 3 stages of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES style. Making sure I'm staying hydrated here. Oh, these... I don't know if it's this particular scan is like a weird quality, but... I mean, I guess the drawings around it look fine. These screenshots look so bad. Must be like the dark background. Yeah. Graphic design is my passion, that's for sure. Look at this guy. Giant frog. Watch out for his tongue. This is what I strive to be, is like a naked frog man running around. Fire Freak. The Mecha Turtle. Disguised. Mecha Turtle. The real Mecha Turtle. What is with... Like, we've got so many different font colors. This title Shredder down here is like italicized. The text over him is just white with no background. This looks so bad. Foot Soldier. He's like a weird, like, monster. I thought the Foot Soldiers were just like ninja guys. I don't know. I don't know my Ninja Turtles that well. I played Turtles in Time quite a bit. Those guys are Foot Soldiers, right? Like the Foot Clan. And they're just ninjas. I don't know. Yeah, the Foot Clan has kidnapped the lovely April. They're holding her in one of the buildings surrounding the canals. This area is fairly easy to get through. Give you a chance to test the 4 turtles' abilities as they battle to rescue April. You'll run into Rocksteady, try to get behind him, and then use Donatello's bow stick. Attempt to avoid him, or he'll charge right over you. Watch out for Bibibop, this machine gun, and use either Leo or Don because they have better range. Yeah, so this box here I think is a spot where you can exploit the bow and just attack without being able to die. Kind of interesting that they suggest using Donatello there as well. Probably without knowledge of that specific exploit, but here's the dreaded bomb level. Area 2, the turtles must find and disarm 8 bombs that have been placed in the water under the dam by Shredder. Time is short and there are plenty of underwater obstacles, so you'll have to hurry. You only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to disarm all 8 bombs. Holy fuck. That is not a lot of time at all. Yeah, that's like the most infamous stage there, for sure. The Party Wagon. Turtles return home to find that Master Splinter has been kidnapped. You have to equip the Party Wagon with missiles and blow up the barricades. All this and great gas mileage too. I kind of doubt that based on just how it looks. These drawings are so weird. Like, look how big his head is. Very uncanny. Alright. Entrance A. So this is all just part of the same stage here. This building is a good place to power up your turtles with pizza. Also on the top floor you'll find missiles for the Party Wagon. I gotta say though, Party Wagon, pretty dope name for your main form of transportation there. Definitely oozing that 80s cool vibe. Alright, we don't need to read too many specifics here. We're gonna keep it a little bit shorter. The fuck is this? Who shoots like wind blasts? What turtle can do that? Oh, the scroll weapon shoots a beam of energy across the screen that will defeat most of the enemies you encounter very easily. Carry up to 99 scrolls. Here I was just talking shit. This is all just part of the same level. Right? Area 3? Area 1 and 2 share a single page, and Area 3 is like 4 or 5 pages on its own. What the fuck? No turning back now. This is where you'll find Splinter. Finding him and rescuing him are two very different things indeed. Defeat the dreaded Mecha Turtle. Disguised to look just like you, and scrolls are useless against him. You'll have to attack with regular weapons. Use Don and Leo if you can. You can succeed in wounding Mecha Turtle. He'll discard his disguise and start taking this fight seriously. God, this page on the right is just disgusting to look at. Red text in the corner with no, like, box. The battle continues with a pizza graphic that's just copy pasted all over the page, and this background is so fucking garish. Ugh. This looks so bad. It's amazing because some of these look really nice and some of them look really, really bad, and I'm wondering, like, they don't have a dedicated person to do all of them, right? Surely it's like different work from different people. I don't know. Make your way through tunnels under the airfield in Area 4. Oh, so we're getting little previews of the further areas. Turtles will eventually find Shredder and begin the final battle. Will turtles work together and defeat the maniacal Shredder? Or will a criminal genius triumph once again? Alright, let's see what we got here. Welcome to the first annual Nintendo Power Awards 1988. Are we in 88 right now? I thought we were in 89. What year is this? Hold on. Yeah, this is May of 89. Okay. So it's just talking about... I mean, we're pretty deep into 89. That's what I thought. Just trying to get my years straight here. I guess the other thing is that letter from the Shantae guy. That probably got sent in a while ago as well. So that's the thing, is I don't know if they were... Like, do they hold letters for a little bit? Surely it's not just like... You know, if your letter didn't get printed this month, it's just never going to be printed ever. I guess it all depends on what they want to feature and when. So, who knows? He maybe sent that letter out. Maybe in 88. Maybe it was like 17. Alright. The Nestor Awards. Welcome to the first annual Nintendo Power Awards, or Nesters, as we proudly call them. The purpose of the Nesters is to recognize special achievements in excellence in Nintendo Entertainment System games. Your votes are in, the ballots have been tabulated, the results have been safely stored in our titanium vault until this very moment. And now, without further ado, proudly present the winners of the first annual Nesters. Graphics and sound goes to Simon's Quest. Its use of detailed, foreboding backgrounds such as mansions and graveyards and eerie music combine to create a sense of mystery during the day and haunting suspense and danger of the night. This is a pretty good pick, I'd say. Castlevania 2 does have bloody tears in it. I mean, I quite like how the game looks for the most part. Yeah, pretty good. I think Castlevania 2 has a... Maybe I'm mixing this up with Castlevania 3. Had a Famicom disc release with like more sound channels. So the music is like just fucking ballin' on the Japanese version. I think it's Castlevania 2. So that's something to consider as well. I'm sure that's not obviously a consideration here, but just another little point in its favor, potentially. Best challenge, Zelda. Famous for its Lost Woods, Labyrinth Monsters, and the diabolical Ganon. After the problem-solving mysteries and rigorous hazards, players are presented with even more challenges in the second quest. What the fucking shit? Best theme. Fun. This is a weirdly formatted thing as well. Best theme, period, fun. Very strangely worded there. Landslide winner. Many imaginative worlds and exotic creatures, such as living bombs and bizarre birds. Story of the simple plumber saving the world of dreams has found home in the hearts of players young and old alike. I do like me some Mario too. This is like, I don't know, the perfect era of NES for me, because like there's some really good games that are really popular, that, or at least ones that I enjoy quite a bit. I like Zelda 2, I like Mario 2. Punch-Out's hot. Punch-Out might be my favorite NES game. It's pretty damn good. Best play control. Once again, Super Mario Bros. 2. Gameplay control is so responsive that you almost feel like you're the one jumping from cloud to cloud. Whether jumping, lifting, or throwing, Super Mario Bros. 2 offers great variety in gameplay control, with the 4 very different heroes. Now, my main exposure to Mario 2 is mainly through the All-Stars cartridge, but I do remember it controlling pretty damn well. I won't argue with that. Damn, this is just like the Game Awards nowadays, where it's just like 2 games are just being talked about and nothing else. Best character, Link. The runaway victor is Link. His friendly, boyish charm, endurance, and great courage create a legendary quality that makes a lasting impact on us. Sharing so many adventures, our growing empathy for him gives us our link to his larger-than-life quest to save Princess Zelda. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any strong feelings about any like NES era characters, because it's like it's not as much characterization. Maybe this is influenced a lot by the cartoon, perhaps? Best ending, taking honors once again, is SMB2. Without giving away anything, we can say that the great graphics, character tallying feature, and surprise ending combined to make a satisfying, well-earned finale for the efforts of an industrious power player. Real hero's reward. That's pretty valid. The tallying is kind of fun to see which character you use the most, and you know, it's an ending that people still talk about to this day, because it is somewhat interesting. Best player versus player. Blades of Steel. Happy New Year to you as well. Starting it good with some Nintendo power. The accolades go to Blades of Steel. The intense action of an exciting ice hockey game really pumps the adrenaline, maintains a player's involvement. Facing off, checking, and slap shots all serve to help a player perfect his skills of speed, dexterity, and strategy. Now, I'm not sure I've ever heard of Blades of Steel outside of reading these, so I'm not sure if it's too great. But we'll trust the people, I guess. God damn, this is like crusty. Very crusty scan quality here. It's like artifacting all over here. I wonder if I can... Ugh. That looks really bad. Alright, I thought maybe zooming would help, but clearly not. The prestigious Best Overall Video Game Award is presented to the video game which has distinguished itself by achieving high degrees of excellence in all areas and established itself as an industry standard of quality and merit. Yes, merit. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. This year's award for Best Overall Video Game goes to Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. In just a short time, it has captured the hearts and imaginations of power players everywhere. Rich in story, theme, art, sound, gameplay, and composition. This epic quest has become a video game legend. I do love me some Zelda 2, I gotta say. I get that Zelda was very popular, but I feel like... I don't know, I feel like Mario 2 would probably have been more like widely beloved, but I guess not. This speaks to Zelda. It should be noted that voting was very close in many categories, and all the nominees should feel very proud. Their efforts are recognized and appreciated by power players throughout the land. Oh, did I fuck my zoom up here? Okay, we're back to default zoom. Perfect. Well, gang, that wraps up our ceremony for this year. Blah, blah, blah. We'll look forward to hearing from you again this time next year when we do the second annual The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Gordon's carried Annabelle back to his estate. Now Billy's out to get her back. Hang on to your hat. It's gonna be a rough ride. Not gonna lie, I've got no interest in Bayou Billy here. Stage 3. Is this stage 45? No, it's stage 4 and then 5, I think. Layout, that's a little confusing. Bourbon Street. See, this layout like doesn't look terrible. This was probably done by an entirely different person than that other one, because whew, that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles column was pretty fucking bad. More than a race, more than an obstacle course, and more than a fight to defeat gigantic sea monsters, Cobra Triangle is all this in one exciting action game. Shore batteries surround you, whirlpools try to sink you. Only your pilot skills can save you. Give it your best shot in this wave-jumping, water-spraying boat chase that will keep you entertained for hours on end. Check it out. Like, I know this game has diverging paths because they kind of talked about it last time, but man, for these linear stages, like, how can you even make talking about this interesting? Turbo Missile Force, which is invincibility, rapid fire, and speed. Pods and items. Boost the power skill up by 1 unit. Great for when you're close to what you want. Slides the power skill by 2. Watch it if you're right next to an item you need. That must be a thing of like leveling up your meter. Is that kind of how Gradius works a little bit? Like you add points to your meter and then you consume it to get an upgrade. Let's see. Once you've decided to power up a certain item, you can't change your mind. Check your item display and see which one is lit before you select. It's best to keep the throttle wide open as you skim through these treacherously rough waters. Whirlpools, logs, and dangerously jagged riverbanks make it seem impossible, but it's not. Alright, whirlpools will pull you down if you hit them. Wait for them to split apart, then put the hammer down and zip right through. Honestly, this artwork makes the game look way more exciting than it probably is. The artwork looks kind of nice, actually. This is like F-Zero right here. Look at that. But on a boat. Jump the waterfall. Boy, this is a tough one. Your boat spends more time in the air than the water at this stage. Use the ramps to get across. Guard the people. So we do have like boss stages. This is the one part that's at least like a little bit more interesting that I'm kind of curious about. I guess these are enemy boats. Enemy boats try to zip in and snatch people from inside the ropes. Rapid fire and high level missiles will stop them cold. Have to knock out the enemy to bring your man home. If you're hit by the UFO, you'll be a sitting duck. Bro, what? The UFO. So we do have some mission variety. We got dispose of mines. Okay. Here's the most interesting thing here that has me very curious. And it's unfortunate that it only looks like 2 sentences. Out in the clear blue ocean, terrible monsters lurk, waiting for a tasty little boat to come along. You'll have to beat them to escape. Weave around the shots. Use your turbo fire. Stage is easiest if you got higher powered missiles. We got serpent, crab, squid, and shark. Holy fuck. Oh, I think I have heard of this. This is a space shooter. I think they talked about this actually before. This art is fucking crazy though. Big snake looking mouth, and you get like this serpent blowing a little fireball. It's like, eh. And then you turn the page and this guy's staring you down. You're like, holy fuck, this game looks cool. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. I mean, then we got this pixel art here. Giga. Not my type of game. I don't really play like space shooter type games. Oh, I've definitely seen this logo before, yeah. I think there was a segment on it before. I think it was talking about the bosses and stuff. Yeah, this art's fucking rad. Yeah, fold out. Interesting. Full level maps. They're all just printed straight out in a line. Yes, yes, yes. All right. What the absolute fuck is this Mega Man 2? What is this? Like fucking Elmer Fudd looking ass. I don't know, the way that this was laid out with like the yellow background, I almost thought this would be like some Japanese art or something. The style on it is just really weird looking. I'm not sure what to make of that. Alright, starting off the preview section, this issue is Capcom's hot new Mega Man 2. Features super sound, spectacular graphics, and great gameplay. You'll love it. I'm gonna make sure this isn't cut off here. 5 new titles: Mega Man Fax Xanadu, Uncle Fester's Quest, Clash at Demon Head, and Dragon Warrior. Deep within the contorted catacombs of Skull Castle, a sinister plot is being hatched. A plot whose evil could be devised by one man, the insidious Dr. Wily. It's like the scan is like deep in the crease there. What terrible schemes has Dr. Wily devised in his secret underground lab? There's Dr. Wily standing on carrot bombs, saying "ha ha." Yeah, this is like a little cartoon. Yeah, there's an NES there. That must be an original. Oh my god, an original drawing. A little bit weird scan quality on this one as well, with that middle piece being a little janky there. See, now this page is very bright, very gaudy, but I really don't mind it that much. I do mind this font where it says excitement. It doesn't really match, but looks all right. One touch of these force beams spells doom for intruders in Quickman's lair. So this game isn't even out yet. We have like level maps and stuff. This is kind of crazy, actually. Quarters of Flashman's icy den will cause intruders to lose control. Not gonna lie, I've not played a whole ton of Mega Man 2. Is Flashman stage like supposed to be ice? I don't remember this being like slippery. I don't remember ever thinking that this was ice. These awesome air tikis are agents of Airman. No one can laugh at me now. From the twisted genius of Dr. Wily springs an army of automated abominations, and they're waiting for you. Diabolical denizens of the deep inhabit the Bubble Man stage. A menagerie of malicious mechanoid. They're like trying to alliterate here, but not all the time. It's kind of strange. Including the horrific hot dogs prowl the exotic depths of Woodman's Silicon Jungle. The path to Metal Man is littered with menacing metal munchers and quick conveyors. What? No, not you. Hiya, Doc. I heard about what you're up to and decided to pay you and your goons a little visit. See you soon. Chubby-faced Mega Man. It's kind of cursed. Go ahead. Your defeat will be frosting on the cake of my victory. My victory. Will Dr. Wily succeed with his plans for world conquest? Will Mega Man be able to face the devastating power of the Wily Force? What perils await Mega Man on the road to his showdown with Dr. Wily? I was getting a cough drop there. And what of Mega Man's creator, Dr. Light? Wow, there's just the Robot Masters right there. Huh. Alright, we got Faxanadu. Far in the mist-shrouded past, the elven town of Aeolus. Aeolus? I'm going to say Aeolus. Enjoyed a peaceful existence under the shade of the magical world tree. One day their woodland surroundings were suddenly shattered when a shower of meteorites hit the world tree. The Demon King, who was hibernating deep in the underworld, awoke from his slumber. He sent his evil minions to the Earth's surface, where they caused havoc and destruction. The life-giving elven fountains began drying up. To restore peace to the world, a perilous quest through the gigantic world tree must be made. Armed with courage and youthful vigor, you've been chosen as the hero to make this dangerous journey. As far as I'm aware, that is pretty true to how the story ends up in the game, so pretty good there. Damn, this is kind of a bit of a deeper dive than I was expecting on these games. A challenging new fantasy role-playing game from Nintendo. Sword or sorcery, the choice is yours. Wise utilization of both is important to overcome your foes. Man-sized monsters. Alright, what do we got down here? As you defeat the followers of the Demon King, you'll gain experience points. Gurus bestow these prestigious ranks upon you when you are deemed worthy. With higher rank comes greater power and greater responsibility. This almost seems like, I don't know, a totally irrelevant like little table. Like, this game's not out yet. Why do I need to see like the titles you can get? A little bit strange. Hand dagger, longsword, giant. See, this is stuff is like a little bit more important to be like, okay, like there's different weapons and different armor and shields. Like, I'm gonna be able to customize my character in some ways, you know, get different equipment, different spells and stuff. This is all important stuff that, like, as someone who's anticipating the game, you'd want to see. But this rank thing, not so much. Once you leave Aeolus, you cannot return until you complete your quest. What the fuck is this? Behind the mysterious J door lies a world of fantastic adventure. What the fuck is the J door? Fester's Quest from Sunsoft. Got the little Addams Family tune there. Uncle Fester is back. Wacky Uncle Fester of the old TV series, The Addams Family. Let's head your way in a bizarre quest. Even by the, 89 standards, they were like, yeah, it's old. Kind of begs the question of why it would get picked up for a game, especially by Sunsoft. Like, Sunsoft had some big titles at the time. It's not like they were a no-name, like, rando company. Clash at Demon Head. Heck yeah. In 1990X, the world ran into trouble when a bunch of no-goods called the Lawbreakers kidnapped a scientist capable of building a bomb big enough to make nobody a winner. Honestly, I don't know much about Clash of Demon Head, but I played enough of it to say it's pretty fun and pretty interesting that you can kind of explore freely this like map here. You kind of move about it in whatever order you want. It's a bit of an interesting concept. Mush. Oh yeah, here's the dude giving the middle finger. Awesome. Pandar. Kind of a weird aesthetic that I'm not huge on. I don't know, some of these games just throughout Nintendo Power, like I'll see the graphics of the game and be like, yeah, this looks kind of cool. And then I'll see like the promotional art and I'll be like, that's not how I picture the game, really. Holy fucking shit. This is some great art. What the hell? I don't know about you, but if I'm flipping through this shit and I'm like, okay, whatever, Fester's Quest. This looks cool, but this art's kind of throwing me off. If you open to this and you see this big dragon and this guy with the shield and sword, you'd be like, holy shit. This looks fucking awesome. Be like, this is like the next fucking Zelda right here. A story of unprecedented depth is about to unfold before you. The first game in the Dragon Warrior series is arriving. Long, long ago, it is said that dragons and men lived in harmony. In those ages, dragons and men alike trained themselves in the art of magic. This magic also served as a catalyst for the growth of evil. One such soul, a dragon from Sharlock, would blacken the pages of history and change world for all time. I'm actually not too familiar with like the history of Dragon Quest's art. Like, is this US exclusive promotional art? Because this is some cool stuff, not gonna lie. Like, even this one down here with the dragon with the billowing smoke from its nostrils. It's pretty cool. Like, I know obviously the whole like Akira Toriyama thing, but I was just wondering if this art was perhaps used outside of the West as well. For many years, Erdrick toiled in pursuit of the Dragon Lord, even into the dark halls of Charlock. I don't know why that name throws me off. The dragon's dreaded castle, but in the end he failed. To 3 keepers he entrusted weapons and magical items, which would aid a true-hearted hero, should one ever come to the kingdom. Then he passed away into legend in the mists of folklore. Then, after ages pass, a new hero arrives. They experience the birth of a new era in role-playing adventure. The introduction of Dragon Warrior represents more than just the release of a new game. It marks the beginning of a new and different direction for NES games. Dude, that is like the biggest fucking understatement of all time. Like, I mean, Final Fantasy is gonna follow as well. Like, You think about how Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger all ended up on the Super Nintendo. Like, they had no fucking clue how this was going to pop off in the years to come. And it all kind of starts here. I know, what was in the previous issues? Was it Ultima? Like, there were other RPGs, but I feel like this is a big turning point. None comes close to being as part of a monumental game, as monumental a game series as Dragon Warrior. In Japan, this is the game that launched 3 sequels and is unmatched in popularity. By devoting a larger percentage of game pack memory to game depth, gameplay has evolved into a much more complex and rewarding adventure. In addition, mere finger speed and sweat are no match for the challenges which lie in wait for every player. Now more than ever, an era of deductive reasoning is challenging us all to excel, young and old, male and female. Your NES is coming of age. Look to Nintendo Power to provide you with a continuous stream of tips and clues you'll need to revive any stalled attempt to defeat the Dragon Lord. Begin with an in-depth introduction in the July-August issue of Power. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of Ninja Gaiden shit last time. Alright, let's see what we got here. You must be the expert video game consultant. We have some technical game questions for you. Oh, they're filming Ninja Gaiden the movie. They brought Nestor on as an expert. Expert is my middle name. I know everything there is to know. Just ask. This is Umberto Ria, the director and a great artist. Ah, Signor Nestor, welcome. You are to make this picture authentic as a real NES game. Come, you show Umberto where is the up one? In video lingo, we call it a one-up, sir. Yeah, in video lingo. Get it right. But of course, you see, Umberto seeks perfection. The movie must be exactly like the game. So here in Act 4, Scene 2, tell me, where is the up one? It's right here at the beginning, the bridge, the one up. Are you sure? My integrity as an artist depends on this. What does this say? The resolution of this scan is not my favorite here. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit better. I'd bet my max on it. What? What is this? Oh, this is Star Wars. I was gonna say, that little tune sounds familiar. That's the fucking... That's the Cantina music. Oh, here we go. We're about to get an explanation. Here I go, jumping ahead. This Max, he's your friend? Well, never mind. It is good. Now, is the Stunt Ninja ready? Stunt Ninja? Are they talking about like a product like the NES Max? Isn't that like a crappy controller add-on or some shit? I don't know. A-okay, boss. Lights, camera, action. Don't they know that ninjas never wear bow ties? Alright, kill the bird. He's past the mark. I have to stop him. Cut. You passed it, dummy. One up. It's in the candle. Only Umberto says cut. Throw him off my set. I'm telling you, he's no ninja. I just forgot where it was. That's all. Hello, Umberto. How you know so much about up ones? Up what? Damn, he should have said, I subscribe to Nintendo Power. That's how I know. Alright. Let's go to the counselor's corner. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Where do I get the fairy spell? In the town of Mido, there is a woman who has a daughter that is ill. To help her daughter, you must bring back the sacred water. It's in a cave north of Saria. To get to the cave, you must break a boulder with a hammer. Once you bring her the sacred water, she will reward you with the fairy magic. This helpful spell will allow Link to turn into a fairy, so he can get to many difficult to reach areas of the palaces, places he would otherwise not have access to. Not only can he traverse long gaps and ascend high passages, he also has the unique ability to slip through keyholes. Use this technique sparingly as the fairy spell does use a lot of magic. I'm glad that they say that you slip through keyholes, because that's actually how I always imagined it too. Like, it kind of just lets you pass through the door, but I always kind of pictured it, you slip in through the keyhole and get to the other side. But I guess just as likely it could have been like the doors are bars, like a prison door, like a prison cell, and you slip between the bars. Milon's secret castle. Ikari warriors. Just kind of skimming these, see if there are anything too interesting. Zelda 1. How do I defeat the Darknuts and Wizzrobes? Let's get some tips here. Let's see what they got. The Darknuts are a bitch. I always have a hell of a time with the Darknuts. Two of the toughest types of enemies in this first adventure through Hyrule. Will make the going hard for Link, especially in levels 5 and 6 of the first quest. Darknuts of level 5 are what stand in the way to the valuable whistle. Strong shields make them difficult to defeat. To register a hit on these characters, you must hit them where they have no defenses. If your character's life hearts are full, you'll be able to throw the sword. That's a very strange thing to say, that you're throwing the sword. Instead of it being like a sword beam. You're throwing the sword. Best strategy then will be to stay far away and throw the sword from a distance. If your character is hit and you don't have a magic potion to revive, you'll have to take care of the Darknuts at close range. If the room that you're in has an open doorway, a useful tactic will be to hide in the doorway where the Darknuts cannot reach you, and jab them as they pass by. That sounds really fucking tedious. Be careful not to go too far into the doorway, or you'll go into the next room. When you return, the Darknuts that you'll have hit will be revived. In level 6, Link will encounter the Wizzrobes for the first time. While their magic is very strong, the magic shield will absorb the shock if Link is facing the enemy. When you have the magic shield, stay away from the shield-eating like-likes and defeat them with any long-range weapons that you may have. One important thing to keep in mind is that Wizzrobes can not turn once they appear. They will always appear facing Link. When a Wizzrobe materializes, you may be able to get out of the way of the Wizzrobe's magic. Work your way over to the back or the side for an attack before the Wizzrobe disappears again. Where is the blue ring in the second quest? There's an area in the northeast corner of Hyrule that is a little tricky to get to. What? You'll find 100 coins? Huh? There's no way these rupees are fucking coins. I'd be more satisfied if they said you'll find 100 gems in this location in the first quest and the blue ring in the second quest. The area just to the south of this place is a tree that houses one of the gambling games. By pushing on a rock on the rock wall to the north, and you'll find a place in the wall that you can walk through. That in the first quest as well? There are a number of walls inside the various labyrinths of the second quest that you'll be able to walk through. It's important strategy in the second quest. Second quest, try to walk through each wall. Wow. That sounds obnoxious. Wow, we got a lot of magazine left still. We gotta kick it up a little bit here. Ninja Gaiden. Picking up where we last left off, Act 4. Look at Calbaros. Little Goonie guy. That's a pretty accurate to the sprite though. It's pretty good. Basilisk Minefield. Hall of Demons. Life or Death Combat. Prison of the Dead. Pretty cool area names at least. Story synopsis as always. Damn, this takes us to the end of the game, huh? At least for the most part here. Friends by Robbie Lawton. Fiction Writers Showcase. Oh, are these all like fan written things? Hold on. Whenever we got to these, I always just skip this shit because it's really not, it's not that interesting. It's quite literally just fan fiction. The entries flooded in from all over the country. Oh, that was, I remember there was a, there was like a contest, I think. The entries flooded in from all over the country, swamping our panel of judges with hundreds of short stories. We enjoyed reading all of them, and a few really caught our imaginations. The winning entry came from Robbie Lawton of Abbeville, South Carolina. It's printed below. Second place went to Jeffrey Paris of Cromwell, Connecticut. Our third place was written by Neem Tram of San Jose, California. Congratulations, Power Writers. Jason, lunch is ready. Jason heard his mother's voice. She sounded like she was in another world. Actually, to him, she was. He was inside the TV, with Link being shot at by moblins, and his mother... What? Oh, he was inside the TV, with Link being shot at by moblins, and his mother was in the safe, cozy kitchen. Jason pulled his way out of the TV and stood for a moment, watching Link fight the moblins alone. Jason sighed and put Zelda on save. Went to the kitchen. Another peanut butter and jelly sandwich, he groaned. Why did parents assume all kids love peanut butter and jelly? How's the game coming? Mom asked as she sat the ever-present sandwich in front of him. Okay, I guess. Me and Link. Link and I, corrected his mother. Link and I can't seem to find the entrance to Labyrinth 7, said Jason. I swear to fucking God if this like won because it turns out he was like, I called the hotline and they told me where entrance 7 is. I'm just gonna skim this. Can't seem to find blah blah blah. What was the clue for level 7? The old man said something about where fairies don't live. But that could be anywhere. There are lots of places where fairies don't live. Blah blah blah. Drink your milk. Jason got up from the table. Jason handed the remaining half of his sandwich to Link. Sorry, no milk today. Mom made me drink it at the table. Dude's been like sneaking his snacks into the gamer world. Alright, let's see. They look around for water because he's choking on the sandwich. Jason almost gets fucking killed by a moblin. Die in the game, you die for real. I think they just figure it out on their own. Yeah. He self-inserts into the game. That would have been really funny if he was like, Mom, I need to call the Nintendo Power Helpline. And that's why he won. Bro, I can't believe Track and Field 2 is number 5. Who fucking cares about this? I don't know. Maybe it's actually good. There's Ultima. Tecmo Bowl. Super Mario Bros. Wait. Pink titles are new to the top 30. Mario Bros. Fell out of the top 30 and then it came back at 17. Huh. Mega Man 2 is down there. Mega Man 1 is at 14. Man, I wonder how long Mega Man 2 is going to dominate the top. Obviously shit like Zelda 2 and Mario 2 and the first Zelda, like, it's very obvious in Contra as well. It's very obvious these classic games that they're going to be dominant. With the power of hindsight, we know. So like Mega Man 2 is going to probably rocket to the top and hang out there for a little bit. Players picks Blades of Steel. Wow. First place. Zelda 2, Mario 2, Skate or Die, Rampage, Contra. Nintendo Power Critics Circle of 100. What is this? Power players sent in lots of great reasons for wanting to be a Nintendo Power Critic. Listed below are the names of the first team of 100 critics selected from the thousands of entries. What the fuck is it? Was there something like some submission thing that we missed last time? I consider myself a good video game player, and I always get straight A's in school. I feel myself to be a good critic. You need brains and talent. Huh. So this is literally just we picked random people out of a hat. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about necessarily. What? Professor Nestor's Father's Day lecture today, kids only. The Institute for Advanced Study and Training of Parents. Oh, is this being like an article that the kids will be like, oh, Mom and Dad, you gotta read these. Dad, read this article. They'll teach you about Nintendo. Dads secretly think they're smarter than their kids. Oh no, this is the opposite. Dad's not supposed to read this because this is saying that buy your dad a necktie or give him brain games like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Get your dad into playing Nintendo. Don't show your dad this article. That's why it says kids only on the little board there. I got my messaging backwards. Extended Grenade Blaster Master. What is this? Oh, is this like a pause trick like in Mega Man? This is interesting here. The main challenge in this underground world of mutant beings is meeting the blah blah blah. Okay, who cares? Hand grenades in this game have the unusual feature of remaining active in the pause mode with correct timing. You'll be able to use this to your advantage. While confronting the enemy, throw a grenade and press the start button to freeze the action, precisely the same time that it has been registered on the enemy. Even though the characters will not be moving, the grenade should still be flashing. This means it's still taking hit points even when the rest of the action on the screen is stopped. Wait a few seconds so that the grenade will have its full effect. Then when you press the start button again to resume the game, the enemy will go down in defeat immediately. I just love this little section here where it says, our agents have warned us that you should not use this technique when a hit is being registered on your character, as it may result in your character's early demise. So you could literally just drain all your health by pausing the game. Goodness, excuse me. I'm fading fast. We got to get through this. Pitfall removal. Some of the buildings are booby traps so that gaps appear in the floor. These pitfalls can be stopped with a quick push of the select button. Pitfall will stop opening, and when you press A to go to the weapon screen, press select again. Pitfall will seem to disappear, but will still be there. Be careful and step around the area where the pitfall was, or you may fall. So this is literally just... This literally just doesn't do anything. I guess, does it maybe make the pitfall smaller because it's only that small square? I don't know. Odd apparition. What the fuck is this? We've discovered a few odd goings on in palaces and towns of Hyrule. Link can not only go onto the roof of some of the palaces, but he also seems to be able to transport himself from one palace or town to another. To perform this feat, Link must have the fairy spell and the glove. In any palace that has an area where blocks fall from the ceiling, palaces 2, 3, and 5, let all the blocks fall so that they create a solid wall. Climb to the top of the wall by breaking away some of the blocks to form steps. Activate fairy, then press A and Link will transform into a fairy. Press left or right on the control pad and Link will fall and land on top of the palace. What the fuck? Climb to the top and activate fairy. Left or right and you'll end up on top. That's gotta be just like a clipping bug or something. What? I'd be interested to see that like in action. Zelda 2, top of the palace. Well, Google kind of sucks ass nowadays and kind of just shows you what it thinks that you want to see. Not great. All right. Brianna, how are you doing, girl? Okay, I should have read this further. Once you're on top of the palace, activate the fairy spell again. Press A, then press left or right again. Link will fall into the ceiling of what may seem like Palace 1. The walls in this odd apparition will be the same color and texture as the walls in whichever palace you entered, but the floor design and enemies will be the same. Oh, this is like a wrong warp. When you leave this palace, you'll find yourself near the palace you originally entered. Oh no, Bree. I'll come down and look at it when I'm done streaming, but I'm sure it looks beautiful. While this trick may just be a novelty, it could also have some practical applications, and our agents are still busy investigating. If you find anything on your own investigation, let us know. Variation of this maneuver affects Darunia. Jump up to the roof of the building pictured at the right, then jump up out of the screen and activate fairy spell at the same time. Press left or right on the control pad and your character will fall into an oddly changed town where the inhabitants give different clues. So I'm wondering if this is like a failsafe just loading the first palace. And maybe this different clues thing is loading like a default town. And that's why it's, you know, giving you different dialogue, maybe? I'm not sure. That's something that I'd be interested to try out myself, actually. Seeing as I can't find a video of it. At least not immediately. Ultima. Pretty cool logo. Bubble Bobble, happy ending. Generally, when you complete the game in one-player mode, the message on the screen says that you have received a bad ending, and you must complete the game with another player. Our experts have been researching this and found that it is in fact possible to receive a happy ending while playing in one-player mode. In room 99, you must take the crystal and go through the door to room A0, which, yes, that is 100. When you reach room B3, fire at the last enemy until it's encased in a bubble. Don't pop the bubble. Instead, press the start button to pause the game and press select. If you have at least one character in reserve, the second character will appear in the lower right corner. Press start to resume the game and pop the bubble. In adding a second character at the last moment, you'll receive a happy ending. So this is basically just making it so that it's two-player mode at the very end. Yeah, this is useful if you've already begun and a friend decides to join in. Alright. So it's not, I mean, it's just like adding another guy. So what is the crystal? Is the crystal just needed to beat the game? I don't know. I'm feeling the fucking power. Hell yeah. Twice the power. In fact, according to this Super Mario Bros. 2 tip, if you'd like to make use of the ground-shaking power blocks, we've discovered a way to make 2 power blocks out of just 1. Find a magic potion and drop it next to the nearest power block. Then in Subcon, pick up the power block and wait for the Subcon time to run out. When you get out of Subcon, you're holding 1 power block and another will be in the original place. Wow. Oh, Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. Fuck yeah. That wascally wabbit is coming home to your NES in the craziest quest yet. Bugs is out to rescue his beloved honey bunny. It literally says quasi. What else we got? Super Dodgeball. Could be interesting, I guess. Baseball Stars. What is this? Dragon Warrior 2. Rad Dungeons and Dragons art. Fist of the North Star. From Taxan. Y'all like anime? Look at this. This is our 5th Fist of the North Star art. Ugh. Oh no, that's Kung Fu Heroes. I lied. Not Fist of the North Star. Well, I guess they could have been using this art for both. They're like, it's hitting people. Whatever. Street Cop, Athletic World. Amagon? I've never heard of that. Monster Party. There's a lengthy lead into this party that sets up the bizarre plot of this innocent tale of a boy and his monster friend. Bert, a monster/dragon, has recruited Mark, armed only with his trusty baseball bat, and flown the youngster back to Bert's distant planet, where the two of them can merge to defeat the terrible monsters that have taken over. This is like a cult classic game here, I think. Throughout his mission, if Mark is able to obtain the secret item, he'll be able to transform into Bert. Each stage has its own individual gameplay style. Scrolling, puzzles. Holy fuck, why is this... Oh. It's a different video. I was like, why is this so fucking loud? Jesus. Okay. Yes, Monster Party, great. The Adventure of Lolo. Precursor to Kirby. From HAL. Now for something completely different. Yes, there's a bad guy causing havoc in a beautiful country. Yes, there is a princess to be saved. Yes, there is a brave young hero. But the twist here is that our hero Lolo isn't very strong. He isn't very agile. He's not much of a fighter. Possesses a very high IQ and lots of courage. Shout out to Lolo and La 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 in Kirby. You beat the shit out of them. Hide-Lide. Oh shit. Look at this. Players Pull Contest. You get a mountain bike with a helmet. First place. Look at the fucking drip here. The absolute swagger. I still don't think that this Nintendo Power jersey is actually unironically kind of cool. Just saying. But this, soaked. The drip has encompassed us all. Alright, we're moving. Got nice little Link art there. NES Journal. A whole new world. World of Nintendo. Oh, is this like the first opening of this? Let's see. Wouldn't it be great if you could go into an awesome looking store that was virtually an entire world of Nintendo? Well, it started out as a question, but it didn't end with a question mark. That threw me off. Imagine being a world where you could eat, drink, sleep, and wear Nintendo. But you won't have to leave it to your imagination anymore. Before long, power players across the land will be able to shop for Nintendo Entertainment Systems, NES. The NES Advantage. Oh yes, here it is. The NES Max. That's what they were referenced before. Nintendo and licensee game packs. Nintendo approved accessories. Blah blah blah. You'll find these items in the world of Nintendo. Refers to store departments specifically dedicated, or devoted, excuse me, to Nintendo and approved products. Oh, so these are just like specific departments within like your local stores. I think I've seen stuff like that before. Batman movie coming out, Jack Nicholson. Holly Robinson, celebrity profiles. I can't believe they're still doing this shit. Like, I don't know. Are people reading these segments? Probably not. The ultimate video game, Lock Arm. Jeffrey Scott Campbell unlocks his imagination. Oh no, this is what... Isn't this what the contest was? Let's see. It was like, design your own video game. You can use your imagination. Yeah. Invent the ultimate video game contest. You got first place. Peace reigns in the future world of Candelia. Candelia. Excuse me. A piece maintained by the awesome power of the Lock Arm sword. An heirloom of the royal house, the sword is hidden from all but the family. That is until Eric and Derek. Good old Eric and Derek, twin sons of King Ronan IV and his wife, grow up, and the secret of the Lock Arm sword is revealed to Zorndolf, a mysterious wizard. Suddenly, the sky darkens, aliens appear from a fifth-dimensional universe, and Derek is magically hurled across the breadth of Candelia. Thieves steal the power rings of the Lock Arm sword, dramatically reducing its power. Sorry, I'm not really interested in the Lock Arm sword. Power players, these are just those lame segments about kids bragging about their scores. Lying about their scores as well. And then you got the NES Achievers, which these are confirmed scores, but like, who cares really? Although, are they really? I'm starting to see now, we've got a lot of 9-9, like all 9s here. I guess. I don't know. Without the Photoshop, I guess we can trust it. Pack Watch. Oops. Magic Johnson. All Pro. So many basketball games. Godzilla. We mentioned this one. New from Toho. Last issue. We've now got the screenshot and the graphics look cool. Gameplay has Godzilla and the gigantic butterfly-like monster Mothra defending Earth from invading aliens and their local corresponding monsters. Oh yeah, Back to the Future. This one from LJN, based on the hit movie from a few summers back. Here's the famous AVG Online. It has that distinctive LJN style and an interesting timer. Yeah. The distinctive LJN style. Infiltrator. God, some of the like this layout of this page, I don't mind, but like Infiltrator with this gross, like semi-transparent, this just looks so bad. And then 720 degrees, like this text is the same color as the skateboard. It just looks awful. This little hand looks like a little penis. Rescue Rangers and DuckTales. We mentioned some Disney-oriented oriented titles by Capcom last time? Well, we can tell you now that Rescue Rangers is based on a Chip and Dale cartoon series premiering in the fall. Check out Scrooge McDuck in this screenshot from the game pack DuckTales. Well done, Capcom. We quacked up. Oh shit. This is the first mention of the Game Boy in Nintendo Power. Hold on. And it's all like, you know, 2 small paragraphs down at the bottom of this page. How is this not just like a huge thing here? I mean, the fucking U-Force, whatever this shit is, gets bigger billing than the Game Boy. Power Glove. Here's a little more info on this new dimension in video game play control. You wear Mattel's Power Glove as you would a regular glove and feel like you're actually driving a race car, or clench your fist and box your video opponent. Power Glove also utilizes control buttons on the wrist. So far, the series of game packs especially designed for use with the Power Glove include Manipulator, Maze Ball, and Glove Pilot. Still scheduled for early 1990. More details to come. Another soon-to-be-released controller which allows new dimensions in gameplay involvement is U-Force by Broderbund. Never heard of that. U-Force is a controller which senses the movements of your body and hands. Allows you to control the on-screen action with your movements. For the beginning power player, there are accessories like grips and the T-bar, which act like training wheels, holding your hands in place to help perfect gameplay. U-Force is compatible with most Nintendo game packs. Be on the lookout for games that will take special advantage of the U-Force controller. Suggested price is $70 fucking dollars. Look for a national release towards the end of summer. This is insanely fucking expensive. Alright. Now here's like down at the bottom of the page, toward the end of the magazine, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, like the Game Boy's coming. Have you ever secretly dreamed that you could put your NES in your pocket so you can play it wherever you go? So have we. Well, our dreams are about to come true, as Nintendo will soon be introducing Game Boy. It is a portable game system that is about the size of a Walkman and uses interchangeable game packs. Titles already announced are Super Mario Land, Alleyway, and Baseball. There's an incredible network feature that allows you to hook 2 Game Boys together. You'll get an all-new type of 2-player competition as you each view the action on your own screen. Game Boy will also feature built-in gameplay controls and personal earphones. This is hard to read here with this watermark. Personal earphones that transmit stereo sound. Scheduled for late summer. Hot. Very hot. I can't believe that they're like, by the way, like one of the biggest things in gaming is coming just eventually. Sequel City. The Gossip Gremlins have been out in full force and have come up with oodles of good gossip this time around. So let's get right to it. Dino Ricky, 8 Eyes. What we're really interested in is Super Mario Bros. 3. Mario will be able to fly using a raccoon tail as a propeller. Trust us, we'll tell you everything as soon as we can. Keep reading Nintendo Power for the latest. Really nothing else interesting in here. Coming up in the next issue, Mega Man 2, Dragon Warrior, Strider, and Faxanadu. Now this sounds like a fucking beastly issue here, just chock full of good games. Bit more exciting. Wings for a Friend. Team Power. Alright, so this one was a little bit shorter. Yeah, I knew we'd get there eventually. We gotta look at the next cover. Is it gonna be Mega Man 2? Because that was top billing. This shit off my screen. Oh, it is. Wow. It is Mega Man 2, but it looks a little strange. That's not how I remember Mega Man 2 looking. Dr. Wily, are you okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Bonus, Super Mario Bros. 2 Super Power Tip Book. How many fucking times are they going to cover Mario 2? This is like the 4th. This is the 7th issue here, and there've been like 4 separate like segments dedicated to Mario 2. Mega Man 2, Dr. Wily launches Lunatic Plot. Dragon Warrior, Fiery Fun. Hit previews, all-star lineup, anniversary. Oh, here's the anniversary issue. There we go. I'm kind of excited to see more of that dank Dragon Warrior art. Not gonna lie. Kind of excited for that. I'm also interested to see what they got for Mega Man 2. So this is gonna be a good issue next time, for sure.